Yo, what is up, guys? Big Zeus coming back at you guys with another video. Alright, guys, so you guys might be wondering why I kind of have like the black kind of background. Well, it's because I got yet another story time with Zeus. Yeah, that's right. I got another story time for you guys. This one I decided, you know what, I'm gonna tell you guys a little like story of like I don't know, like not really something scary, just like things like that, you know, like something like creepy. Or you might not even find it creepy. But anyways, I'm gonna have some zombies in the background that I was playing with the crew, you know. So without further ado, though, let's get into this like scary story type of thing. All right, guys. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about was one of two things. Number one, I'm gonna kind of touch on number one and just leave it because I mean it's just like a thought, you know. It's on if aliens exist. Now I don't know if you guys believe in aliens or if you guys don't. Me, I do. Reason being, I mean, is because like you got to be really, really ignorant to believe that we're the only ones in the planet. You know what I mean? Like yeah, like we're the only ones on planet Earth besides like animals and things like that. You know, but I mean, like, come on, like the galaxy, like we've only, I think, touched like probably like not even like 10% of what the fuck's out there. We've only touched like probably like 3% of the actual like galaxy. I mean, shit, we've only like discovered like 10% of like our actual planet of like the sea and shit like that, you know, like there's creatures down below, like in like deep, deep, deep waters that we don't even know about, you know. So it's like for us to believe that there's like something like out there in space that doesn't exist, it's kind of retarded, you know. So that's just my thought. I believe in aliens. I don't know if you guys do. If you guys do, let me know. But now what I wanted to talk about though is if you guys believe in ghosts. Now, me personally, I do. Reason why I believe in ghosts is I've had a couple things happen to me. You know, not like something like, oh my god, like that's like the craziest thing in the world, you know, like not too exaggerated. But I've had a couple things happen where it's like I'm kind of like I don't understand it type of thing, you know. So let me see. One of the things that happened to me this one time, where when I was living in Missouri, I was at another one of my sister's house because I moved in with them. Well, I was asleep, and then out of nowhere I woke up, completely pitch black. It was like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. You know, like out of nowhere, like I woke up. I woke up. I sat like just sitting up in the bed. You know, and then I was just staring there like for no reason. I was just like looking like at the middle of nothing. And then I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go to the bathroom for some reason. I ended up going to the bathroom. As I'm leaving the bathroom, I'm right by the door. Okay, so I have like my hand on like the doorknob, and then I turn off the light and I close the door. And I decided to just stand there for some reason. Like I don't know, like that's kind of weird, you know. But I was standing there, and as I was standing there, I decided like I just looked down. Right when I looked down, I noticed that the light it turned on. Okay, now the light turned on, and I was like, okay, like what the hell? So I opened the door again and I turned it back off. Close the door. I look down again, the light turns on. And then as I'm twisting the doorknob, the light turns off. So I was kind of like, okay, like that's kind of weird, you know? But I don't know, like I was in like this weird like mental state where I really didn't care, I guess. But like it turned back off, so I open the door. I look inside, you know, I turn on the light, I look inside, I don't see nothing. You know, so I leave the light on, I close the door, then the light turns off. You know, so I'm like, okay, like this is kind of weird. You know, I open it again. I check like the actual light switch because you know I was like thinking to myself, okay, maybe like there's something wrong with like the light switch, like it's kind of off, it's kind of on, you know, type of thing, like where it get like stuck every now and then. So I checked it and no, it was perfectly fine. So I was like, you know what, whatever. So I turn it off again. I close the door and I just start walking, you know, and I'm walking through the kitchen because where the bathroom is compared to where my room was, it's like across the kitchen, you know. So I'm walking through the kitchen, going to my room, and then I stop. I turn back around when I'm like in the kitchen. I turn back around and I look at the bathroom. The light magically turns on, then it turns off, then it turns on, and it turns off again. And then I'm kind of like, okay, like that's kind of weird, you know? And then I go to walk into my room, and as I walk into my room, uh, I look at the door again, and it does the same thing again. It turns on and then turns off right away. You know, so I go and I'm like, what the hell? And then like my nephew was like right there with me, and I told him I was like, dude, look outside of the door, look at the bathroom, tell me if the lights are turning off and on. And he's like, okay, like that's kind of weird. And I was like, just do it. So he was like, all right. He looked outside of the door, you know, like try to peek around, you know, and then he saw it turn on, turn off, turn on, turn off, you know, and he's like, what the fuck? He's like, that shit's crazy, you know. So I walk back out of the room and I go right there, and then that's when I notice my sister. She's walking to the bathroom and everything, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, I'm asking her. I'm like, hey, like, did you just see like the lights turning off and on? She's like, yeah. She's like, why the fuck were you guys like turning them off and on? I was like, that wasn't me. She's like, but I saw you by the bathroom. And I was like, yeah, I was outside at the door. The door was closed. Like the lights kept turning off and on by themselves. And she was like, okay, that's kind of weird. And everything. I was like, why? She's like, cause apparently the day before that, she was just right there taking a shower, and she saw a little boy just sitting like on the toilet, like just literally sitting there, looking at her. Apparently, and I was like, what the hell, you know? And like right now, like this is kind of like giving me like goosebumps right now. But apparently, though, she saw like a little boy just sitting there watching her, not even doing nothing. Like he wasn't doing nothing. He wasn't trying to do anything. He would just look at her, and that was pretty much it. So she was like, that's kind of creepy, you know. But we ended up moving out of that house though, like after, you know, and then we ended up moving to another area. But yeah, but after that, um, there's this one other time. It wasn't anything like scary that happened, but out here where I live, because I live in California, there's like this one place like down in by where is it at? It's in a place called Long Beach. There's this one place called the Queen Mary. I don't know if you guys have heard of the Queen Mary. It's actually pretty cool. But the Queen Mary is basically like this big boat that supposedly is haunted. Okay, is it really haunted? I don't know. They say it is. I think like Ghostbusters. No, what the fuck, Ghostbusters? Um, what the fuck are those shows called? Like Taps or like one of those like shows and everything. Like actually went to that place and they said that yeah, it was supposedly haunted. You know, but then again, though, I don't really believe any of those shows. But I went there though because me and a friend of well, me and my girlfriend we wanted to go pick up a friend of mine and his wife because they had gone on like a vacation and they kind of got off of like a boat that was like right around there. So we went to go pick him up, and then my friend was like, you know what, like you guys want to do something like it's early in the morning. It was I think like 10 o'clock in the morning when we picked them up, 10, 11. You know, so we had like the rest of the day free. So they're like, you guys want to do something? And then before that, me and my girlfriend were actually talking about the Queen Mary. We were talking about like probably going there. You know, so we're like, yeah, we're like, hey, are you guys down to go? And they're like, oh yeah, like let's go. You know, so we ended up going. You know, we took like the little tours that they tell you. You know, they were telling us like stories of things that have happened like on the boat where there was like this one room where supposedly there was like a lady sitting down in a chair and that some guy came up to her and he's like, you know what, like you have to get out of here because we're cleaning it, no one's supposed to be up here, and that she wouldn't leave. The guy ended up calling like his supervisor showed up and he's like, you know what, like excuse me, like you can't be here, like we're sorry about that. And then apparently like the lady like stood up, just looked left, looked right, and then like disappeared like out of nowhere, you know, like right in front of him. And I guess like those two people quit. You know, so like they were just telling us like stories about things like that and taking us through the different rooms. Now there was this one room where it's supposed to be like the pool yard. You know, it's like an inside pool and everything like that. Well, in this pool yard, I guess it's like one of like the spots where they see or like hear a lot of things. You know, like a couple times and everything like that. Well, we were taking pictures around the spot, like around there. You know, like around different areas. And me, what I decided to do, I pulled out my phone, and on my phone, like I was able to like go like into like the negatives and like the thermal and everything like that. While I was taking pictures like that, and you know like how they say like if you actually see something, you know, like you'll usually see like little like light orbs or things like that. Well, when I had my camera, you know, like I was noticing like as I would like take a shot of something, you know, that there would be like a little orb, you know, like I was recording and there'd be like orbs and things like that, you know. So I was like, oh shit, like, that's kind of cool, you know. But then my girlfriend, she was right behind me, and she took a picture like down this hallway. Now I'm gonna show you guys this picture right now. This picture, like we didn't notice anything until we got back home, because like after we left there, you know, because we were like, oh, like that was cool, you know. We ended up dropping off my friend, me and my girlfriend. We came back to my house, you know, and then we were just like right there talking with my family, and like we showed them like the pictures of the places, you know, that we went to. Well, in this one picture, there's a boy. I showed him the snipes. He said that he kind of saw it, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys, and then I'm gonna zoom into it so that you guys can see it. All right, so look, if you notice right here, there's like this one little spot like right here, like right in the middle. Now I'm a circle around it. There is this spot right here, and if you look right there, you can kind of see like the boy. You can see his face. You can see his shoulders. You can see his arms. You can basically see him like in like a complete like he looks like he's dressed up. You can see kind of like what his hair would look like and everything. I don't know if you guys see it. I see it perfectly. If you guys do, let me know. That's kind of crazy. But if you guys don't, then all right. Like probably you guys just don't believe in that shit. But I honestly thought like that was like one of like, the craziest things like I ever saw. Like we were like, what the hell? Because like we really didn't expect to catch anything in like pictures or anything like that, but we ended up actually catching that. So that I actually thought was kind of cool. But other than that, though, there's been like a couple like other things that have happened. But it's nothing like too crazy. Like I said, it was just like I just want to know what you guys think. Like, do you guys believe in that? If you guys do, let me know. If you guys believe in aliens, let me know. I should be having more videos coming up soon. Um, I've been working at my job recently, really really crazy, so I haven't been able to post up anything. I said that I was gonna start posting up, but something happened at work that I had to take care of. And the last couple of days I've been having to do like 12-hour shifts. So I wasn't really able to. But yeah, hopefully though you guys enjoy this. Let me know what you guys think, what your guys' thoughts are, and that's pretty much it. So I'll catch you guys in the next video.